found out that I was a medium. Luckily, I didn't have to be saved by the white light like Daniel. I didn't have a near-death experience. I'd gone to an event, and, I was interested in spiritual stuff. I was interested in psychics. I'd go for readings once in a while, but I wasn't, obsessed with it. I didn't think there was any way I could do anything like that. And I went to this event with my mom, and here was this medium, and she's going around the room, and she's picking people, kind of like John Edwards, and she's, picking up the relatives, and she seemed like she was great. And I'm like, oh, pick me. I'm dying to get a reading. And she didn't. So she was having a workshop the next weekend, so I thought, if we go to the workshop, we'll get readings all weekend. So that was the ploy. I said, Mom, let's go to the workshop. We're bound to get read, right? So we go to this workshop, and it's called How to Become a Medium, which we didn't think anything about because we're going to get readings, right? Which she actually didn't do. But we go to this workshop, and we have to do an exercise where we're to bring a spirit next to us. And it's not really any kind of amazing kind of meditation, just, light, relaxed, and you bring a spirit here, and this is for somebody else in the room, and you have to talk to them and ask how they passed away, what they did for life, get to know them a little bit, and just make up a story about them, right? So I'm sitting here, and I'm making up a story about this spirit, and the first person gets up, and they go, oh, now I feel somebody here. It could be a man. It could be a woman. It could be the initial A or E, or maybe G or F. And so the whole room's like, it could be my uncle. No, it could be my auntie. And they're thinking, I'm totally intimidated. I'm like, they're really feeling somebody. Like, they really got somebody. I just made mine up. I didn't really get anybody. These people can really do this stuff, right? So I get up. I'm like, I did this wrong. Can I have another go? And she's like, no, what did you get? So I'm like, okay, well, mine was for this guy over here. And it's his grand-père Marseille. He's talking in French, and he's telling me, il est un bébé, showing me a photograph of him when he was a baby. He's telling me about his life. And he had a scaffolding company. Then his dad took it. Then he was supposed to take it, but he became a pilot. Not very happy about that. And I start telling him about the life story. And then I go, okay, was any of that right? And the guy goes, oh, my God, that was my grand-père Marseille. That was his name. That's what he did. I was supposed to take the scaffolding company. I am a pilot. And he's freaking out. He's totally freaking out. He's freaking out. I'm totally freaking out because I have no idea how I just made that up. Because I really just made it up. So this goes on all weekend. We're doing medical intuitive and feeling people's energy. And I'm getting everything right. And I'm making it up. And I have no idea how I'm doing this. So I go home that night. And it's like insomnia on steroids. We got the one that can talk to us. Okay, all right, no, you tell my daughter about this. Okay, no, you need to tell my husband about this. No, I've got a message for this person. And I'm like, oh my God, this is, wow. So I go back the next day and I said, all right, this is great, but I can't live like this. How do we turn this off? And I had to learn how to switch it off. And then it took me a long time to really sink in and believe that I could do anything. But I called my auntie. My auntie in England was a Reiki master, and she had come over just a few weeks earlier, and she had done Reiki on me. She taught me Reiki. Anybody ever done Reiki? Wow, quite a lot. Okay, so when you have a Reiki attunement, a Reiki master attunes you into the Reiki system, and they open you up, they put these sacred symbols in, they tap on you and blow on you and do stuff, and some people go, whoa, I feel all this energy running through me. Well, she did this to me, and I was like, okay, I didn't really feel anything, to be honest, maybe a little tingly. And I'd started doing Reiki on friends, and they were saying, wow, that was amazing, I felt this thing on my knee, and you had your hands here, but I felt hands here, and wow, it's great, now my back's feeling great. And I'm thinking, this has got to be wishful thinking, because I'm not feeling anything. What I found out, well, what she told me was, you opened up because I did the Reiki. And once you open up, and it doesn't really matter how you open up, but once you kind of tap in and you do that, then you open up this other world. And she said, I told you might start talking to people on the other side. And I was like, really? And I can't really explain other than that, and other than the fact that I never gave myself permission. You see, a lot of you are clairsentient, so you feel things. This lady here in the purple, this gentleman over here, the girl in the pink, girl in the blue, you guys feel all the energy. You feel it. People come and talk to you. You help them out. You walk around this expo going, oh, I feel the energy here. Oh, this feels great, right? I don't, honestly, right? So, but you guys have a hard time. Like, you go to the mall and you're like, oh, the energy's intense. And, right, I'm just going shopping when I go to the mall, so I don't feel anything. Because I'm more clairaudient. I get more messages. We all have a little bit of everything. This gentleman here, he gets clairaudient, so he gets a lot of messages but thinks he's making up. This gentleman in the black, this lady over here in the green. How many of you get ringing in your right ear? Yeah, you guys, that's clairaudience. That's your spirit guides going, hey, I'm trying to talk to you, you're not listening. I thought it was because I was using my cell phone too much. But you can actually just kind of quiet down and say, what's the message? That's a message from spirit. So there's those who are clairvoyant, see things. How many of you see things? Wow, that is very rare to actually see spirits. If I saw a spirit, I'd run around the room screaming because that would scare the hell out of me, right? So we have different, we all are a little different. We see in a little different ways. So I was doing this mediumship stuff, and I kind of got used to it, so I decided I was going to start teaching people, and I was teaching mediumship and teaching Reiki healing, and I'd heard about this guy, John of God. And I thought, oh, he sounds very interesting. Who's heard about John of God? Oh, great, quite a lot of you. John of God was on Oprah. Dr. Wayne Dyer, you've heard of Dr. Wayne Dyer? He had leukemia, and he got cured by John of God. Didn't even go to see John of God. He actually just sent a photograph down there and was cured. So I heard about this guy, and I thought, oh, he's interesting. You know, I'd like to go see him as a healer, you know, maybe I could help out. Don't know what I was thinking. But, you know, I thought, well, I don't have an illness, and I don't want one, thank you very much. Be interesting. Well, anyway, I end up going down to see this guy. Kind of a long story, but some lady came to one of my spirit socials and read my astrology and told me I had to go to a certain place. And when it turned out, this place I had to go to on my birthday turned out to be right central Brazil, where John of God was from.